Welcome to Wealth Building Wednesdays, where we center Black, women, and BIPOC-owned businesses, highlight opportunities and initiatives for underrepresented entrepreneurs, and center socially innovative enterprises, building generational prosperity, fostering real networking, and recycling Black dollars. It's Wealth Building Wednesdays on KBLA Talk 1580.
And I am so happy to welcome into the space an entrepreneur who checks a lot of the boxes, local business, small business, Black-owned business, woman-owned business, all the things that we aspire to, many of the things we aspire to focus on in Wealth Building Wednesday. She's got quite a background, graduating from Manual Arts High. We seem to be having an LA moment today. I love that. With a nursing assistant license, studying business management, but she recently completed a UCLA Management Development for Entrepreneurs program, all that in service of her current business. She's the owner of something called All That and More Boutique. Candace Pilgrim Simmons, welcome.
Thank you, Dominique. I'm so excited and honored to be here. Thank you, as well as Travis, for creating such an amazing platform to showcase what African-American women, men are doing in the community and how we serve. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. We love having you on and appreciate the partnership. Now, you had a whole career in business before you started your own. We could do an hour-long show about your journey. You worked at American Funds Distribution. You put in decades in that career. You worked your way up to Assistant Vice President of Shareholder Services. A lot of folks would stop there and just retire, but not you.
No, I like to say I started when I was 2. I was a greeter.
Yeah, same. I started when I was 2.5. Yes.
Yeah, it was a great journey. I stepped into corporate America right out of high school, and had a great mentor that just continued to open so many doors and opportunities for me. Carl Cutting was an excellent mentor. And then in 2008, 2009, when the stock market crashed with Countrywide and all those crazy things that were going on, they eliminated my position as well as other senior officers' positions because the company had $4 trillion under management, and that was cut in half, so they had to make some major changes. And one of the things that they did was to eliminate staff. And, it allowed me to break free and do what I always wanted to do, which I told my husband, can I do what I want to do? And he's like, what's that? I said, shopping. He's like, are you going to make money or spend money? I said, both.
It sounds like the voice of experience asking the questions. But, I love the way you frame that. It allowed me to break free, because so many times when we go into crisis, I remember, I call it the Bush crash of '08, right? The housing bubble and everything. That was like the Great Recession. That was a scary time for a lot of folks. But you characterize it as you breaking free.
Yes. Our parents from the South, they came to California for opportunities for us. And, I would always watch my dad and my mom, and they always talked about how important it is, how you carry yourself and how you show up. So dressing was always a big thing in our house. It's like, we have to follow the basic rules, clean underwear, brush your teeth, dark shirts, pants, all of that. But, I would always sit and wonder, what would it be like to have your own business and have a clothing store? Because for me, watching my mom shop for uniforms right off of Vermont, and she'd come out of the dressing room twirling in excitement, and I'd say, I want to create that for folks every day. I want to have folks come out of the dressing room dancing, twirling, smiling, and leave happy. So I was like, that's a happy place. Shopping is a happy place.
It's so funny. I was thinking about that this morning for some reason. I was like, I need to do something fun. Let's go shopping. But all that and more is more than just a clothing store, right? It's a whole thing. It's a whole process.
Yes, it's an experience. I graduated high school in '85, and Nordstrom's was one of my first credit cards. and just the Nordstrom experience was just amazing. And I wanted to duplicate that. I wanted to give my clients a Beverly Hills Melrose shopping experience right here in LA, and just have folks leaving out of the door feeling better than how they felt when they walked in. And I also knew how hard it was for entrepreneurs to get their products in front of folks. So I said, oh, if I can do that as well, create an opportunity for folks to launch their businesses from the space that God blessed me with, knowing that we're blessed to be a blessing, I was like, let's do that, and I'm blessed to create that every day.
Mm. So what does that mean, that Beverly Hills Melrose? I can go in and, twirl? I mean, it sounds like you do more than just, have people walk in and look at clothes.
No, and that's one of the things that was the most challenging for me. While we're a brick and mortar in Culver City, and we also have an online store, but we really like to meet people where they are. So when you come in, you're just not coming in flipping through racks. We want to know where you're going, how do you want to feel when you enter the room, and, if you're presenting, are you going to be sitting down, are you going on your first date? So we really get involved and, take that entire experience with the client. So a lot of times when they come back, it was like, how was your date? How was your trip? How was Jamaica? Did your daughter, how was the wedding? So we really get involved.
So it's almost like a personal shopper, but in a boutique.
Yes, we give a celebrity styling experience to the everyday woman that wants to enter a room with confidence and great fashion.
And you guys are doing really well. I mean, Best in Culver City Award for Special Occasion Clothing. You won that repeatedly. And you got the Small Business of the Year Award for the 54th District in 2019 from Sydney Comlager Dove. She was an assembly member at the time. The Fashion Excellence Award from Dr. Cosette Foundation. I mean, you're racking up the awards. What else should we know? I mean, how do you do it? You said the celebrity stylist experience for the everyday woman, but what do we find in terms of the actual product that makes it so special?
So I'm also a buyer, and I curate special things. So I work with local designers, women-owned designers that create products and allow me to give creative input. My clients have come to experience, great fabric. They want things that are comfy, casual, classy, with an edge. So we've done some amazing things by working with designers in Turkey and Canada. And again, it's just really knowing that client and shopping 2 and 3 seasons ahead. The other thing that's unique about us is that we are not, our clients aren't fashionistas. They are morenistas. They're mature women that want to dress for their body type and their lifestyle. And so we're not following fashion trends. We're definitely in season, but we really allow our clients to really have a connection with their appearance, and they know the importance of how they show up and how people perceive them based on how they show up. In corporate America, that was one of the things I always could tell when we as women were going through something because of how we showed up, a little disheveled, a little frazzled, things of that nature. And so I really try my best with the staff that I've had to really say, let's meet women exactly where they are and let's have them feel better. And we don't do transactional business. We actually build a community, and we work with our clients from a community support perspective.
All right. So you guys are at 10754 Jefferson Boulevard in Culver City. Just followed you on Instagram. All That and More Boutique, just the N. All That and More Boutique. Did I say your name wrong? There's another N in there.
Yeah. It's Can Dance, like I can dance.
I can dance. Okay. Wow. That's beautiful. Love it. Well, congratulations to you. And tell us, I mean, obviously we can follow you, All That and More Boutique, and the link is always in the bio. But what about your online shopping experience for those not on IG?
So our online shopping experience, you can find us at www.allthat, the letter N, moreboutique.com. as well. So a lot of our signature products are out there. Our belts that are amazing. We get them in from Canada, so they're very unique. So again, we provide a boutique experience where you're not going to see yourself coming and going unless you're shopping with us, because I think that's something as mature women, we also don't want to see ourselves coming and going unless you say, oh, you shop at All That and More. Okay, great. I didn't know that came in that color. I must have missed it.
Well, Candace Pilgrim Simmons, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope everyone will stop by, get something for themselves or a loved one in their life. 10754 Jefferson Boulevard in Culver City, or online at allthatandmoreboutique.com. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. It's a Wealth Building Wednesday around here. We're supporting one another, recycling those black dollars. It's also a great day to call me, 800-920-1580. Happy Hump Day from KBLA Talk 1580.